Welcome back to your sport, and if you've just tuned in, good morning to you. It is still Sunday. Now we start off with this. Sifiso Themba, of course, is in motorbike racing, and he has won his first championship title, which was yesterday in his class. Now it's his first championship, which he claimed in the final round of the 2020 Extreme Festival. Meanwhile, fellow King Price Xtreme Superbike racer Clinton was crowned national champion for the 7th time in late October in the series coastal visit. Now, the two bikers do join us in studio today. Guys, thank you so much for making the time to be here. And I must say, I'm still gutted that I couldn't get that bike in here. But it's okay. Carly said when spectators are allowed, rather, at sporting events in our country, then I should come out, and I definitely will. So thank you for coming. And can we just start off for our viewers at home? Motorsport comes, of course, with different categories. You know, you've got your go-karts, you've got your motorbikes, superbikes. So, of course, for our viewers at home who aren't really familiar with it, can you please, Clint, just take them through these different categories and what it actually means? I think we all just see motorbikes and we get excited.
Absolutely. So in South Africa, there's 3 divisions of two divisions of national champions, and then a division of a national challenge, which is a feeder class to the national championship class. So I race in the Superbike class, which fortunately enough is the top level class here in South Africa for motorcycle racings. And then Sifiso races in our national challenge series, which is the introduction into basically racing 1000cc superbikes on the top tracks in the country. So he rides with us in the same race, but just classified in a different series. So he scores his own points championship versus my points championship.
Yeah.
But obviously you get car racing. I mean, South Africa has got a really thriving motorsport community, and there's almost racing every weekend, how it seems at the moment, to catch up, yeah.
And on that point, Clint, with the different classes that we have, Sifiso, you started racing only in 2013. Your official race was in 2017. And motorsport, specifically in the black community, is not really popular. So I'm quite interested to know what got you into it. You know, what was interesting for you in terms of racing?
So in 2013, I just bought my first bike and I wanted to ride on the road. And then due to some accidents, I figured, let me go train myself to ride a bike better. Then I went to track. And then in 2016 late, that's when I was invited to try racing for 2017. And it looked like daunting, but the selling point was that I'm going to go faster, and I really wanted to go fast on the bike. So that's when I just went for it, and the bike that just got me there, and I couldn't look back and just enjoyed the racing all the time.
Need for speed.
Absolutely.
You guys have quite a good relationship between the two of you. Tell us a bit about the mentorship that you've received from Clint.
The one thing I've respected most with Clinton, in 2017, I sent him a message, I don't know if you can remember, via Facebook. I said, I don't know anything about racing, but I'm going for it. As a champion, what can you help me, or what can you tell me? And he gave me some pointers, which I respected, because most time people don't have time to respond to anybody if they don't know. And for him, he gave me all the heads up, and 3 years later, we are in the same team, and I've used all this help, and there's been pointers to make sure I go faster.
And here we are. Now, we touched on this a bit earlier, and I mentioned a lot of people get to not only do their sport as their passion, but they also get to make a living out of it. I mean, the fact of the matter is we do need to live as well. And unfortunately, whilst motorsport is very exciting, we haven't gotten to that stage as yet where we can, like some of the cricketers today, earn money from playing cricket. Some of our footballers can earn money from playing football. Talk to us about what you guys do. Are you working as well? Are you only racing? And how does it work in your life? Can you actually make money off this sport? Can you live off it?
So for me, I've been in sport many years now. You know, I've been racing since I was 3 years old. So I've been through the highs and lows of motorsport in South Africa. Been where it was my only job and my only income, and it was great times. To in later years and more recently, it is tougher to earn a livable wage. You know, there is money and there's opportunity, and you know, we're very thankful to our sponsors for you know, they give us bonuses and wins and things like that, which is brilliant. But a livable wage is what we all need in life. You know, there's bonds and cars, things to pay off. So yeah, both of us do have normal jobs, but I think for motorsport particularly, it's not a sport that's been recognized, and everyone in South Africa can associate with the athletes. And I think that's one thing that particularly the King Price team, we are trying to get, that everyone in South Africa can identify with the athletes. And I think once that happens, it'll start to become a sport where, you know, you can really put your full focus into it and earn a living, and hopefully a good living, you know, from it.
No, definitely. Yeah. Take us back to your childhood, Clinton. I want to know where racing started for you, and I read that your dad was actually a motor car racer himself. But I'm not going to say much. I want you to tell our viewers about that.
Yes, so my dad used to race cars. If you talk to him now, he was the best car racer in the world and still faster than me. But to be honest, I don't believe it. But yeah, I've raced my whole life. I think I come from a very competitive family. Even between, I have an older sister. I think even our lives it's a competition all the time. So it was natural for my parents to push me in a direction of a competitive sport. And motorsport was that box that was ticked. And in the beginning, I won't say I was set the world alight. I was just kind of part of the grid. And later in life, sort of going to 10, 12, I really then started to enjoy the winning factor. And once that bug is bit, you dedicate yourself entirely to it. And, you know, here I stand 7 championships later, so it's great.
I believe you when you say that your family's competitive. 7 wins. So most definitely you have a bit of competition there in your family. Sifiso, tell us, where to from here?
Well, the season has been tough with the COVID, but we ended on a great high with the race win in PE under the coast. And we're looking forward for 2021 and to push even more for greater wins. And hopefully the spectators will be there, because it's not so cool racing without the spectators there. So we would love the regulations, if get better, that we have all the people to watch and enjoy the racing, so people can know more about motorsport, especially in the country.
Well, thank you for coming. You know, I think already you being here, being on the television, you have given a lot of our viewers at home who know nothing about racing at all in any way, shape or form. You really have given them some insight, and you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. So that is it from us for now.